Whiteleg shrimp, also known as Litopenaeus vannamei, have rapidly become one of the most important aquaculture species in Indonesia. Renowned for their fast growth, disease resistance, and high market demand, these shrimp are cultivated across the archipelago, supporting the livelihoods of thousands of farmers and contributing significantly to the country's seafood exports. The journey from hatchery to high-yield harvest is both intricate and fascinating, combining traditional knowledge with modern science to ensure the highest quality and sustainability. Let's explore the detailed process of whiteleg shrimp breeding and farming in Indonesia step by step. The journey begins at the hatchery, a controlled environment where the foundation for a successful crop is established. Selecting healthy broodstock is crucial. Experienced technicians carefully choose mature shrimp that display robust health, uniform size, and strong genetic traits. These broodstock are often sourced from certified suppliers, ensuring disease-free origins. Before spawning, the broodstock undergo a period of acclimatization, adjusting to optimal water temperature, salinity, and quality, which are closely monitored and maintained. To induce spawning, the broodstock are often subjected to a natural light cycle and sometimes hormonal treatments, simulating conditions that trigger reproductive behavior. Once the eggs are laid and fertilized, they hatch into naupli, the earliest larval stage. These naupli are meticulously counted and transferred to larval rearing tanks, where careful attention is paid to water quality, temperature, and aeration. Feeding at this stage is both an art and a science. Initially, the larvae feed on their yolk reserves, but as they grow, they require live feeds such as microalgae and Artemia nauplii. Nutrition during these early stages is critical. Any imbalance can result in stunted growth or increased susceptibility to disease. The hatchery staff monitor the larvae closely, performing regular checks for development, health, and survival rates. As the larvae progress through several molts, transforming from naupli to zoea, then mysis, and finally to post-larvae PL, they require incremental changes in their diet and environment. The post-larval stage is a key milestone, as the shrimp begin to resemble miniature adults and are ready to be transferred to nursery or grow-out ponds. Before moving the post-larvae to the ponds, a process called acclimatization is performed. This gradual adjustment to the new water parameters reduces stress and increases survival rates. Farmers ensure that temperature, salinity, and pH are matched as closely as possible between the hatchery and the grow-out environment. The next phase takes place outdoors, in carefully prepared earthen or lined ponds. Site selection is vital. Farmers choose locations with access to clean, brackish water, good drainage, and minimal risk of pollution or flooding. Prior to stocking, the ponds are thoroughly dried, cleaned, and, if necessary, treated with lime to adjust pH and eliminate pathogens. Water is then introduced, often filtered and treated to ensure the best possible conditions. Stocking density is a critical decision. High-density stocking can yield more shrimp, but increases the risk of disease and requires more intensive management. In Indonesia, farmers typically opt for semi-intensive to intensive systems, balancing yield and sustainability. The post-larvae are released into the ponds, and the farming stage truly begins. Feeding remains one of the most important factors throughout the grow-out period. Farmers use high-quality commercial feeds, formulated with the right balance of protein, fats, and essential nutrients. Feeding is done multiple times a day, often using automatic feeders or by hand, and the amount is carefully adjusted based on the shrimp's age, size, and appetite. Water quality management is a daily task. Parameters such as dissolved oxygen, ammonia, nitrite, and alkalinity are monitored using simple test kits or more advanced sensors. Maintaining optimal water quality not only ensures healthy shrimp, but also prevents outbreaks of disease, which can devastate entire crops. To support water quality, farmers employ aerators, paddle wheels, and sometimes biofilters or probiotics, which help control harmful bacteria and improve pond ecology. Throughout the grow-out phase, regular sampling is conducted to monitor shrimp growth and health. Farmers use cast nets or traps to catch a representative sample, measuring size and weight to track progress. Any signs of disease or abnormal behavior are investigated promptly, with affected individuals sometimes sent to laboratories for diagnosis. One of the biggest challenges in shrimp farming is disease management. Viruses such as white spot syndrome virus, WSSV, and bacterial infections like Vibrio can cause significant losses. Farmers in Indonesia adopt a range of biosecurity measures, including restricting access to ponds, disinfecting equipment, and using disease-resistant shrimp strains. Many farms also collaborate with government and private laboratories for early detection and response to potential outbreaks. After 3 to 4 months, depending on the target market size and growth rates, the shrimp are ready for harvest. Harvesting is often done at night or early morning to minimize stress and preserve shrimp quality. The water level in the pond is gradually lowered, and nets are used to collect the shrimp, which are then quickly transferred to tanks with chilled water. Post-harvest handling is crucial for maintaining shrimp freshness and value. The harvested shrimp are washed, sorted by size, and placed on ice. Some are sold fresh to local markets, while others are sent to processing facilities where they are cleaned, graded, and frozen for export. Sustainability is an ever-growing focus in Indonesian shrimp farming. Many farms are adopting eco-friendly practices such as integrated multi-trophic systems, where shrimp are farmed alongside other species like fish or seaweed to recycle nutrients and reduce waste. Certification schemes, such as the Aquaculture Stewardship Council (ASC), encourage responsible farming practices that minimize environmental impact and ensure traceability from hatchery to harvest. The success of whiteleg shrimp farming in Indonesia depends not only on technical expertise, but also on community involvement and knowledge sharing. Farmer groups and cooperatives play a key role in disseminating best practices, accessing finance, and marketing shrimp collectively to achieve better prices. From the careful selection of broodstock and sophisticated hatcheries to the meticulous management of ponds and the final high-yield harvest, the process of breeding and farming whiteleg shrimp in Indonesia epitomizes a blend of tradition, innovation, and resilience. Every stage, every detail is a testament to the commitment of Indonesian shrimp farmers to produce high-quality seafood for the world, while striving for a future where aquaculture and nature thrive together.